welcome to another episode of Musical Memories. I'm your host, Anthony Gamer, and in today's episode, we are going to be continuing with our Lynyrd Skynyrd unit with One More from the Road. During the 70s, there were a whole lot of live albums. Probably the first album to start this trend had to be Kiss's album Alive. And then after that, because the album made quite a bit of money and launched Kiss into superstardom, a bunch of other bands decided to make their own live albums. No matter the genre, that just seemed to be a staple from the 1970s, were live albums. And with Lynyrd Skynyrd's growing popularity, it made sense that they would make a live album. So here it is, One More from the Road. And like many live albums from that time period, it is a double album. As you can see, we got some cool footage here on the inside, and it's like I said, it's a double. Whoop, there we go. It's a double live album, like many of them from that time, such as Kiss's Alive 1, and then later Alive 2, and Ted Nugent's Double Live Gonzo.
Alright, so the album was actually released September 13th, 1976. And it was recorded between July 7th and July 9th at the Fabulous Fox Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. The whole album clocks in at 81 minutes and 30 seconds. It was released by MCA and produced by Tom Dowd. Alright, and now for the tracks. Side 1 of Album 1. The first song is Working for MCA. Second song is I Ain't the One. Third is Searching. And side 1 concludes with Tuesday's Gone. Now we flip the record over. And side 2, Album 1. First song is Saturday Night Special. Second is Travelin' Man. Third is Whiskey Rock a Roller. And it concludes with Sweet Home Alabama. And now we go to the second album. You could, instead of saying second album side 1, you could just say side 3, I guess. So side 3, we have Gimme 3 Steps, Call Me the Breeze, and T for Texas. Alright, so let's flip the record over again. Whoops. Oh man, let me clean that up a second. Hold on. Alright, anyway. So, side 4, we have The Needle and the Spoon, Crossroads, and concluding with Freebird. Now, if you bought the album originally in the 70s, or should I say the first version of the album, it came with 14 tracks. Now, if you buy the 25th anniversary edition that came out in 2001, there are additional tracks that have been put on the album. All of these were still recorded between July 7th and 9th, but these were, I guess you could say, some outtakes from those shows. So it is worth it to get both versions of the album. What was extra special about this album is it was the first time fans got to hear the guitar playing of Steve Gaines, who had joined the band and was recommended by his sister Cassie, who was one of the Honkettes, the background singers for the band. Now, I'm not going to discuss every track on the album as we have talked about them on previous albums. I'll just discuss some of the highlights of some of the songs and just a few little anecdotes here and there. On the first side of the first album, we'll just say side 1, 2, and 3, and 4, okay? But anyway, on the first side, one song that really stood out amongst them was this longer version of Tuesday's Gone, which I really enjoyed. I thought the song was really well done, like it always is, and I am one who really enjoys long songs, so I thought that one stood out for sure. On the second side, we have a song that was exclusive just for this album, the song Travelin' Man. Now, this song would not be ever recorded by the classic lineup of Skynyrd. However, 20 years later, it was recorded on the album 20, and thanks to technology, Ronnie and Johnny Van Zant were able to sing together. Now, on side 3, I have to discuss Gimme 3 Steps. Now, one of my favorite Skynyrd songs, and if you listen to it, Steve Gaines actually adds on 2 additional solos, and Ronnie, of course, is singing his praise and saying, can he play, you know, giving props to him because he did an amazing job playing on every one of these songs. One thing some people worried about or wondered about is how did Alan Collins take to Steve Gaines joining the band, as most people have pretty much, given him credit as being the lead guitar player. Well, in actuality, Alan was glad to have him. It relieved him of some of those guitar duties, as the previous album had been just 2 guitar players. So Alan was happy to have him and to help him learn some of the solos and stuff like that. Although, to be honest, Steve actually knew most of the guitar parts before he even joined the band. And the track T for Texas on side 3 was also a standout because it was one of the rare cover tunes that Skynyrd did, and this song had originally been performed by Jimmy Rogers. Now on side 4, aside from having a long and really awesome version of Freebird, you also have the song Crossroads. Now this song is an old blues song which was originally recorded by Robert Johnson in the late 20s and was made popular by Eric Clapton and Cream, and Ronnie also gives credit to them because he and the other members of the band were big fans of theirs.
One thing I really loved about these 70s live albums was they always put these cool inserts in. As you can see, the marquee from their show. Then as you open it, you got some pretty cool photos of the band themselves. And on the back here, you have the thank yous to all the people that made this album possible. Pretty cool, huh? Having seen Skynyrd live myself on multiple occasions, unfortunately I was too young to see the classic lineup live. I've just seen lots of videos of them. I can tell you that it's an amazing experience. Even now, after the many deaths and after the plane crash, it's almost like Ronnie, Alan, Cassie, Steve's, and of course later Billy and Leon, and Ed, and then the other people that came later, Bob Burns. You can also feel their energy as if they are still playing live with their friends here. And maybe they are. Maybe that's one thing to look forward to when you get to heaven. Maybe you'll get to see Skynyrd live in heaven. It's something to look forward to. Well, that brings us to the end of another episode of Musical Memories. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a great big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to click that little bell icon down there so you'll be notified when we upload new episodes. Well, that brings us to the end of our unit on the classic lineup of Lynyrd Skynyrd. So what's next? Well, in the next episode, I would like to discuss the various compilations of Lynyrd Skynyrd. Greatest hits, best of, and even some compilations that contain some unreleased tracks, demos, and all kinds of extra stuff. So, you will not want to miss the next episode. Well, until next time, this is Anthony Gamer, reminding you all to take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you all in the next episode. Until then, rock on. Talk to you soon.